Oke, welcome back to my channel Kiki Setia yang kecil ini. Kita kembali di game Lost Judgment ya. Jadi ini tuh menceritakan tentang seorang detektif yang mencoba menangani suatu kasus ya. Di last episode itu kita eh tahu kalau misalkan polisi sudah datang ke sekolah Serio High School ya. Jadi kenapa ada polisi? Karena bukan kasus pembulian, mereka itu lebih mengarah kepada kasusnya Hiro Mikoshiba. Bukan dokter anjing. Guru yang mati. Nah, apakah ketika polisi menyelidiki lebih dalam mereka akan mengendus soal bullying ini? Well, pada lama-lama ngobrol nggak jelas, kita ke gamenya aja langsung aja yuk. Let's freaking go, bro.
2 months ago, a young man named Hiro Mikoshiba went missing during his stint as a student teacher. Mikoshiba quickly becomes the center of attention when his rotting corpse is discovered. And Yagami scours the school for any clues left
Yagami
behind.
juga lagi nyari clue tentang Hiro Mikoshiba ini.
Mikoshiba drove a
Tapi
classmate
si
to
sekolahnya belum tahu
suicide
kalau
in
si
his
Mikoshiba ini
student days.
udah mati.
A
Dan
rumor that the
ketika
school
polisi datang,
faculty is seemingly unable
sekolah
to
baru tahu
deny.
kalau si Mikoshiba ini udah mati. Oh, jadi begitu ceritanya. Satu koin dengan dua sisi yang sama. Oh, what a title.
Yagami-san, why are you still here?
Because I care. Now, if you're open to the idea, you think we could walk and talk?
Why? So you can grill me with more questions? You realize the police just finished doing that, yes?
I figured they'd come knocking sooner or later.
Then you knew Mikoshiba-kun was murdered, didn't you? And that's why you've been snooping around our school.
Baru tahu kalau
You're not wrong, but
Mikoshiba
can
ini
we please take
mati.
this elsewhere?
If you knew Mikoshiba was murdered, why didn't you tell me up front?
Because that information's not public. Didn't the police ask you to keep quiet about it?
Well, yes, but even so,
What sort of questions were they asking you anyway?
I thought I was supposed to keep quiet.
Cute.
Now I'm going to ask you one last time. Please stay off our campus. You don't belong here. I mean, what if you end up injuring a student? It would be a nightmare for all of us.
Nobody's getting injured. All that's water under the bridge now.
Oh
Is that
ya.
so?
Yeah, and I
sekarang
should
si Agami
probably
ini
mention,
udah
I'm the
jadi
new advisor of the Mystery Research
advisor.
Club.
Dia
I
salah
have the
satu
chairman's
advisor di
approval for
salah
everything.
satu ekskul gitu.
So,
Jadi
it
dia
looks
punya
like I have a
alasan buat
place
di
here
sekolah.
after all.
What? Since when?
I think we're getting sidetracked here. Did the police ever mention a suspect?
No. All they told me was what happened to Mikoshiba-kun. That he's no longer a missing person. That he's dead. And was dumped in a derelict building.
My condolences.
That was all we found out. The police were the ones asking the questions, not us. They hardly gave us room to breathe.
Yeah, sounds like an interrogation, all right.
Oh, jadi mereka diinterogasi.
Is there anything else?
Actually, there is. I'd like to know your thoughts on Mikoshiba-kun's killer.
What?
For example, take Akihiro Ehara, a man who took this school to court over his son's suicide. Mikoshiba came up even then, as a culprit bearing some responsibility for that.
Ihara-san? But he got arrested for that groping incident at the train station.
So the police really are keeping their lips sealed.
Must you always be so cryptic?
It's possible Ihara-san had a hand in Mikoshiba's murder.
What?
Despite being incarcerated for 2 months, he knew exactly where the corpse would be. He revealed it upon being sentenced. This was before the Kanagawa police had even ID'd the body.
Then, was it really Ihara-san?
Jadi si Ara ini ngasih
The court would
tahu
say
kalau
being
itu
in
adalah
jail is about
mayatnya
as
si
solid an alibi as
Hiro
you can get.
Mikoshiba, yang padahal
could
si
be
polisi
connected
itu belum
somehow.
mengidentifikasi si
How do
mayatnya
you
ya.
know all this, Yagami-san?
Jadi kayaknya ada
I'd
keterlibatan
tell
gitu.
you, but I showed you one of my cards, so now it's your turn.
Huh?
I've heard you weren't as big a fan of Mikoshiba as you led me to believe. That true?
This again.
You knew
Oh
he was a
iya,
bully all
sebelumnya
along.
juga
But
si
yesterday, you told me he wasn't the type.
Sawa ini berbohong
I just want to get the
soal si
story
Mikoshiba
straight
ini
here.
kalau dia itu
Did you have a sudden change of
siswa yang
heart?
baik,
Were you
yang
lying to me for some
berprestasi
reason?
kayak gitu.
It's not that simple.
Oh, one more thing I learned
Tapi
today.
dari
It was Mikoshiba who turned the
anak-anak
basketball club
pembuli
against
tadi yang ternyata
Kodo-san.
dekat sama si Hiro
Pretty
Mikoshiba,
sadistic for a would-be teacher,
ya
don't you think?
dia juga pembuli gitu.
That's enough.
Then it's not a stretch to say he probably was a major factor in the death of Ahara's son 4 years ago? And I think it's also safe to assume you know more than you're letting on, right? This is murder we're talking about here. Lies aren't doing anyone any favors.
His name was Toshiro.
Sorry?
Everyone keeps saying Ihara's son. Like he's
Anaknya
just another
Ehara namanya
statistic.
Toshiro.
He had a name, for heaven's sake. Toshiro.
Right. I'm sorry.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have papers to grade.
Sawa-sensei, please!
9 o'clock tonight. I'll be at Plage on Izazaki Road.
We'll
Jam
finally
9
have a real
malam
talk.
kita bakal ketemuan sama si
Something like
Yokosawa
that.
ini. Kayaknya kita bakal bicarakan soal kasus ini. Sekarang kayaknya kita keluar dari sekolah dulu deh. Oh iya bener.
Kaito-san. So I just left the school, and tonight I'm... Wait, where are you?
Third stop of our bar crawl, that's where. I thought work was done for the night.
Licking the wounds of rejection, huh? Is the 99 gang with you?
Just Sugiura. Tsukumo said he had to get back to the office to take care of some kind of system trouble.
A computer crash or something?
Don't know. Something about a Buzzy searcher going haywire. I pretty much tuned it out, man. Anyway, you gonna come take his place?
Nah, I gotta stay sober. I'm meeting Sawa-sensei in a bit.
You what? God damn it, man, you are killing me today.
Would you simmer down? This is work, not whatever it is
Si
you're
Yagami
doing.
ngabarin ke Kaito kalau dia bakal ketemuan sama si Sawa. Kaito ini cemburu.
Come on, you think I need a drunk co-pilot? Knock one back for me, though.
Hey, I better
Ang
not
berdebah
find
emang
out you
Kaito.
two got it on. Don't do this to me, Doc.
Kita tuh waktu itu dapat ini ya, dapat skateboard ya. Nah kan, overdrive bro. Kita belum dapat item yang lain lagi. Oh, anjay, skateboard roket bro. Literally roket, anjir, aneh banget. Oke, kita coba dulu dia.
What a waste.
Kita juga dapat fighting style baru dari mailbox. Boxing, fighting style boxing.
Yagami, how was school? Kaito-san wasn't happy about you going solo, you know.
He'll live. He can cry about it to Sugiura.
So he does. Anyway, I couldn't help but notice Skenda Law bending your ear earlier. Anything important?
Right. I haven't filled you in yet, have I?
So a policeman arrested for sexual battery might have actually been involved in a murder? Fascinating, if not perplexing.
Yeah. And its roots could very well be Serio High School, where a student was driven to suicide 4 years ago. In fact,
Jadi
the motive for this
kasus
murder may even be revenge.
pelecehan seksual
Sugimo,
si
could you
Ehara
find
itu
any
kayak
mention of
buat
that suicide online for me?
Already done,
pengalihan
I'm
isu aja
afraid.
gitu loh.
Once the chairman
You know
asked
what I
us to
mean,
take
right?
his case, I looked into everything on the school I could find. If memory serves, he was a third-year student who hung himself at home. The name of the deceased, Toshiro Ehara.
Toshiro Ehara.
Yeah, that's him.
So, while I did
Ah, iya
find some
benar.
murmurings about it online, nothing really substantial ever surfaced.
Foto
He
yang
didn't leave a
di
suicide
Yokozawa ya.
note or a will, and investigators never found anything salient.
So I was right before.
Nah kan?
His father, however, suspected there may have been a bully and promptly took Serio to court. But without enough evidence to back it up, the system more or less spit him out. Even so, the lawsuit dragged on until this year. But that level of
Si
news
Ehara
hardly makes a
pernah
ripple
nuntut
online.
sekolah ini, tapi karena kurangnya
Yeah, I
bukti,
doubt it would.
And
laporannya
that's all the intel I've dug
dibatalkan
up
gitu.
regarding the case. Huh?
What's that sound?
I'm testing a system I've been tinkering with. Thought I'd fixed this bug already.
A system for what?
Well, it predicts the occurrence of crimes.
It predicts
Anjir.
crime? No way.
Perhaps that was a bit of
Aplikasi
hyperbole.
yang
But
memprediksi
it does come pretty close.
kejahatan gila.
Essentially, this system is designed to monitor and detect danger zones within a specific area. The city itself, to be exact.
That still sounds pretty amazing.
If you say so. I basically cobbled it together out of pre-existing tech. Yagami, do you remember when I used my chatter search program for you not too long ago?
Oh yeah, that was a real trip. You pretty much hacked Chatter to see an entire social network at a glance.
Yep.
Kayaknya di
And this
series
system I've
Judgment
developed is
deh,
a souped-up version of
series
that.
pertama.
Though there are substantial differences, the principle is still... how about you just try it out? We'll start with this little window. It displays all relevant chatter posts after filtering the fluff.
And these posts are all pinpointed on this map of Ijincho?
Right. It maps out where in Ijincho each specific post was made.
Jadi kita
So
bisa
my AI
nandain map
constantly combs
dari
through
orang-orang
Chatter's
yang
database as it updates in real time.
ngepost
Then it
soal
extracts
status
only the
gitu.
trouble-related chatter for display on the map.
So it actively seeks out trouble? It's wild that you can program around such a vague concept.
Well, in its current iteration, the AI isn't exactly genius material yet, so it still pings some false positives.
There's something else, Tsukumo. What are you gonna use it for?
I'd like to use it for promotional purposes.
Like advertising?
Yeah, since we're still relatively new in town, we don't have the kind of rep that brings in regular business.
Oh, okay.
And that is where my buzz researcher comes into play.
Buzz researcher.
Consider the glut of trends and terms strewn across social media. These buzzwords are sometimes clues to trouble beneath the surface. So, when the system picks up one of these words and we rush over to save the day, the hope is our reputation will flourish as a result.
Damn, that's some pretty intense marketing you've got going.
Well, we probably won't be paid for impromptu cases, so this is sort of an upfront investment. But directly intervening before a situation gets out of hand will build us the brand we want. At least in theory. I'm not sure how it'll all pan out yet.
Well, I think you've got something there, Tsukumo. Mind if I give it a shot?
I thought you'd never ask. Though the system's got a long way to go by my standards. But with you as a tester, I know I'll get strong enough feedback to have this baby running in top form.
Oh, jadi kayaknya kita
So you
bakal
wanted me as your
ngetes
guinea pig
program
all
si
along.
Sukumo ini. Wow.
You sure
Side
cracked
quest
that
lagi
case
kah?
quick.
Oh my god.
Anywho, let me get this app booted up on your phone. May I do the honors?
Go right ahead.
And that should do it. Here you are.
Okay, let's see here. This is just a big mess. How am I supposed to know where to go?
This is indeed too much noise. In fact, this is entropy in motion. This won't do it all. To solve this, we narrow down the keywords.
In other words, simplify our search?
Yeah, by manually filtering keywords, we can decrease false positives, thereby locating the right spot more accurately.
How do we do that? Does the AI do it for us?
No, not entirely. What the AI does is pick up on any keywords it deems important. Emphasis here on the word any. Meaning it'll turn out duds every now and again.
Yeah, that's still pretty busy.
And therein lies the predicament. To narrow these results down any further, we must depend on instincts, experience, and even inspiration.
So you're saying human intuition?
Precisely. Even in this day and age, human intuition will trump AI every time. That is, until we all become cyborgs. But that's getting ahead of myself. As it stands, Yagami-shi, you've got the best intuition out of all of us.
Well, let's just start with a post that smells like trouble. How about this one? I can smell the trouble brewing already.
Oh, interesting. And let's filter our results around that specific term. And there you have it. See, there's a concentration of suspicious keyword usage on this street here. As to what sort of trouble is brewing, you'll have to rely on your good old-fashioned eyeballs. Shady activity isn't always the easiest to spot, so maybe think of it as a sort of treasure hunt.
A treasure hunt for trouble, huh? Does sound right up my alley.
Doesn't it? I can already picture you out there, helping people in need until it all pays off. What could await you at the end of the trail? My heart rate is already spiking.
I'm just glad to have a helpful app for once.
You know what? That reminds me. I also have a gadget here you may find useful. Can't always be glued to your phone, right?
What is this?
It's a high-end sound collector. It boosts the volume of mid-distance sounds, making them easier to hear from farther
Oh, buat
away.
penangkap suara
Sound
anjir,
collector,
kayak
huh?
pistol gini.
I could use this to pick up cries for help, or even eavesdrop all over town.
That's the idea. With enhanced hearing and geolocation capabilities, you'll be a trouble terminator.
Just like I've always wanted.
Now, I do have some other gadgets in the works, but I'm still fine-tuning their UI. I'll show you soon enough.
Forward to that.
Oh, kita harus nyobain. Oke. Nah, kan berarti kita harus kesini sekarang.
I can hear it.
Waduh. Falling Man. Bukan pasti side quest, anjir, males banget kalau side quest ini. Oke, let's see. Saya nggak ada hubungannya sama story whatsoever. We go Assassin's Creed style.
Excuse me.
Spider-Man.
Please. Excuse me. It's Yagami.
Takayuki Yagami, detektif.
Yep.
Detektif, ya. Kau lihat, ketika aku berjalan, aku melihat dia hampir terjatuh dan oke. Maafkan aku sudah mengacau. Namaku Shintaro Tamai dan aku Yotori Okechamichi.
By the way,
Oke, Tamai-san, apa yang kamu lakukan di atas sana? Itu orangnya agak mencurigakan.
what the?
Anjing. Dia pencuri celana dalam anjir. Yang katanya pengen nyari burung langka. Nah, bangsa bang.
This
Ini kenapa lagi malah digituin?
I see.
Oh, jadi emang beberapa hari juga udah hilang.
No way.
Profesor Frenzy. Ya, kita gelut lagi. Mungkin aja deh.
Please.
Set guys, nggak jelas. Waduh.
Really, guys?
Oke, akhirnya kita kembali ke main story, guys.
Yagamishi, how was your first outing?
Not bad. I handled the problem and name dropped you guys, so all in a day's work.
Awesome. Sounds like the system's working gangbusters. By the way, if you'd like a little pro tip, you can enter keywords on your own, independent of any post.
Why would I do that?
Say you pick up a rumor in town or hear someone drop a dubious phrase. Putting that into our, and thus the program in layman.
Gotcha.
Correct. Do make use of the system
Gue skip
often
aja
if you
ya
could.
yang soal
I know this is a
yang
lot,
tadi.
but one last thing. We've also got a bulletin board for case requests. A good number of them are somewhat beyond our current capacity, so if you ever feel like it.
Hey, never hurts to have more in.
Oke, jadi kita punya list side quest yang kayak tadi tentunya ya, yang kita pakai alat program si Sukumo ini. Tapi kita bakal fokus ke main story-nya dulu aja ya. Yang artinya kita bertemu dengan Yokosawa, guru idaman kita semua. Aduh, anak sekolah ngapain lagi? Anjir, lu yakinnya Gami?
What a waste.
Ngegituin anak sekolahan gak meninggal tuh. Gila ya Gami. Oke, ketemu Yokosawa, guru tercinta kita. It's time for fight scene.
What's your problem?
Wah anjir, ditendang dong. Jackie Chan banget gak sih? Ya ampun, lu gak ngedenger Yokosawa itu di luar. The freak.
Sawa Sensei, isn't it?
Oh,
Stereo High School, Class 2-2.
the heck is this?
Yes?
Oh no. Apa Yokosawa juga dalam bahaya?
You guys don't say much, do you? After this is over, you better start talking. Time to tell me what you know!
Wah, kita lawan apa ini, bandit? Geng kah? Uh.
Sir, are you okay? I hung up with the cops just now.
Really? Just now? You wanna
Dari
keep
pas
going?
Blood. Kemana aja anjir?
Yo,
Oh,
need a hand with these guys?
Huh?
Good
Oke,
job
kayaknya
holding
dia
them
pembaik
back on
deh.
your own.
Dude,
You're not the only hero here.
I mean, where did you even come from?
I was watching from inside, man.
Okay, you shouldn't get involved.
Relax, fella. Allow me to show you how it's
Hey,
done.
hold on.
Listen up. I'm just gonna warn you. I'm a better fighter than this guy.
Huh? Fuck.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Right. Thanks for making them slink into the night before I could even ask who they were.
Huh?
Later.
Can I help you?
I came here to meet someone. I'll
dia
just
emang
check
bisa keluar
upstairs
yang
real
tadi ya?
quick.
Tapi kayaknya dia someone special. Maksud gue tuh kayak mungkin dia ada keterlibatan sesuatu kan? Who knows? Dia
Sensei,
mungkin bakal jadi teman kita.
are you okay? Did
Lah, kok
someone
ada
get here
dua?
before me?
I'm sorry.
Foto apa itu?
There's nothing I can say.
Oh,
I
apakah
can't tell you
karena
anything
cewek
you
tadi
don't
yang
already know.
nyamperin
happened up
si
here?
Sawa?
Did someone come to intimidate you? Someone who might be involved?
I couldn't make out who the woman was. She
Woman kan
had
benar.
sunglasses on.
And what did she say to you?
That I need to stay away from this. The whole Mikoshiba-kun case. And
Mikoshiba.
then she said that you need to do the same.
Me too? What if
Oke,
I were to
oke.
refuse?
If you said no, then she told me I should give you this picture.
Oh my
This is
god.
Mikoshiba.
Itu foto Mikoshiba pas lagi
I'm so
hidup ya?
sorry, but I'm leaving.
Wait! I get it. At least let me walk you home.
Just stop! I don't want anything to do with this. If you come back to the school, I'd appreciate it if you would stop talking to me. There's nothing I can do to
Oh
help you
bener, ini
anymore.
kayaknya diintimidasi nih. Jadi nggak mau bersaksi si Yokosawa. The heck? Ini bisa jadi barang bukti nih.
Suspicious.
Jadi dia itu pakai baju yang formal. Ada bahan kalau dia itu diculik pas sesudah ngajar ya.
Hey,
Tangannya ditali. Dia nggak akan mungkin bisa kabur.
suspicious.
Yap, ini hiro Mikoshiba. Dia kayaknya dipukulin abis-abisan deh. Terus kita cari clue apa, guys?
Suspicious.
Oh, kayaknya latar belakangnya deh. Cewek yang ngasih ini kayaknya terlibat juga deh. Atau apakah geng ini juga terlibat? Terus
Still
kenapa
so many
mereka tahu
unanswered
kalau
questions.
si Yagami ini lagi neliti kasus si Mikoshiba ya? Apakah ada cepu? Ini makin menarik nih jangan ceritanya. Apakah Yokohama Liumeng
That would
geng
be the
yang
white mask of the Yokohama
Nah, kan bener.
Liumang.
yang
These guys
awal-awal
would
datang
break
udah
your
di
knees for the
mention
right
geng itu.
price.
So they're just a bunch of thugs for hire?
Pretty
Ini orang
much.
siapa coba? Anjir,
Well,
nge-vape lagi.
Anything
Nice.
else I can do for you?
Same as me,
I've
bro.
earned something of a reputation here in this town, but you've got a face I haven't seen anywhere before. Why are these goons picking a fight with you? Got any ideas?
I've got a hunch, but I'm gonna keep it to myself.
A tightwad, huh?
Aduh,
Didn't I just
apa
bail
nih?
your ass out?
A handyman?
It's
Handyman.
Kuwana. You got
Pekerja
trouble here,
serabutan.
I'm the one you call. I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. I can handle shit the cops won't deal with either.
Oh, ini namanya Kuwana, guys. Pekerja serabutan, jadi apapun jin Kuwana. Pekerjaan
Not
apapun
exactly
bakal
a
dia
service
kerjain
I'm in need
kayak.
of at the moment. Crossing that line is tough, and I prefer to do it myself.
Oh, really? And what line of work would that be?
I'm a private detective in Kamurocho. What is it now?
Some competition just showed up on my turf and made a scene, man. How would you feel if the situation was reversed? You wouldn't tolerate any disrespect, would you?
Dia merasa tersaingi,
So
guys,
state
karena
your
ada
name, and then you say, sorry, Kuwana, I made
usaha
a bit of
baru
a
yang
ruckus here.
baru aja datang
Exactly how
ke
high on the
wilayahnya
food
gitu.
chain is a handyman in this town?
I'm just trying to teach you some manners.
People let you teach manners around here? You can't even exchange cards right.
Dia kayaknya
I
beneran
see
bisa
you know
gelut
how to
deh.
block a kick. So let's move on to the next part.
Maksudnya pas Wing
Don't
Chun,
let
bro.
me down now.
Let's
Waduh. Ih. Waduh.
Now that's fancy. How's this?
What the heck is that?
Hey, what else you got?
Waduh.
Let's go.
Wah, dia jago gelut juga ya. Ajar.
Better than I was expecting.
Right back at you. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Hey, you want to tone it down? Or you want another lesson?
I'm listening.
You don't know when to give up.
Time's up, both of you. The cops are almost here.
What the? Sugiura-kun?
You know each other?
After we get out of here. Come on, let's use the back way.
Dia kenal si Sugiura ternyata.
Seriously? How do a couple of grown-ass men end up bickering like that?
I was just finishing what he started.
Yeah. And you can thank Sugiura-kun here that you're still standing.
How do you even know this guy?
Kawana-san's our senpai here in Ijincho. He's the local handyman.
Oh.
He's got tons of connections both above and below ground. So, definitely a higher tier of service than us.
Have you been working together?
No, but we did pay our respects before we opened our office.
Oh, jadi
Bowed our heads,
Sugiura
asked for
ini
his blessing,
kayak
all that.
Unlike someone, Sugiura-kun knows his manners.
menghormati orang-orang yang
Settle
udah
down.
ngebuka layanan jasa
So, Tom,
sebelumnya gitu.
who were those idiots
Karena
back
kan
there?
si Sugiura ini baru.
Kawana-san says they're a
Buana
gang.
udah lama di
The
sini.
Yokohama Liumang.
Specifically, Liumang assassins, called the White Masks. They were surprisingly inept back there, though.
Nah, they just didn't know who they crossed.
Hold up, assassins? Why would someone put a hit out on Yagami-san?
Maybe they were just out to scare you. I mean, I doubt even the Liumang would
Okay.
take someone out in public.
Lumang
They don't
kayaknya
like
sekelompok
crowds.
assassin gitu ya.
Whatever the case, can you find out who hired them? I prefer to know who wants me dead.
No can do. Even they don't know their clients. They get all their gigs piped in from the... Good news is, you can hire them
Oh,
yourself,
jadi
too.
Yokohama Lumang
Want me to
ini
hit them up for you?
dapat orderannya dari dark
No,
web
thanks.
gitu.
I'm
Yang
good on
bahkan
contract
mereka juga
killing
nggak
front.
tahu klien mereka siapa.
Man,
Jadi asal
oh, man.
nurut-nurut aja gitu.
What kind of shit did you step in? If you're gonna make a mess in this town, I want in. Some things are better left to the locals. Especially when it starts turning gray.
Fine by me.
What is?
Having someone around who knows the ins and outs of Ijincho, man. Besides, don't you owe him for saving your ass from the White Masks?
It didn't save my ass.
Pull the stick out, buddy. I can tell he's cool. Yo, wanna grab a drink?
Now here's a kindred spirit. You're on, but I'm getting round two.
See? I knew you weren't half bad.
Wait,
Udah akrab
don't
lagi
mean
sama si
now,
Kaito
do
juga.
you?
You coming with, Tuck?
Nah, not tonight. I'm heading back to the agency.
Your loss. As they say, always take what comes, never chase what leaves.
My thoughts exactly. Except maybe a little more fancy.
It's like we're already old friends.
Apa ini? Aduh, udah set case lagi anjir.
Hey,
Yeah. Hmm? Hey.
Wah, dia kayaknya ngasih obat gitu loh.
Gotcha.
Ngasih obat yang bikin kuat gitu, dapat power up. Gunainnya di mana, di sini kah? Tadi apa? Warrior apa gitu itu? Warrior onslaught. Oke. Anjing. Hampir mati kita, guys. Skip aja deh ya, nggak ngerti, nggak jelas. Pokoknya bakal gue skip saat quest gitu ya. Karena nggak berhubungan sama cerita. Anjing. Kayaknya kita bisa bikin obat sendiri gitu. Materialnya kita bisa nyari di jalanan atau bahkan beli dari dia. Wah. Cepet naik taksi aja kali ya. Yang dekat ini di sini. Nah, ya apa? Gak jelas. Ada kita dikit lagi. Oke, nice.
It's hard to imagine. And you're saying Sawa-sensei was given this picture?
Right. And it must have really shaken her up. She wouldn't even stick around to have a chat. Some mysterious woman handed her the photo. She's gotta be linked to Hiro Mikoshiba's murder in one way or another. If I had to guess, she's working with or for Ihara. But I couldn't tell you how they're connected.
It might even be that she's the one who hired the Yokohama Liumang to attack you at that restaurant.
Tidak spekulasi
If
kalau
they're
si
telling
wanita
you to drop
ini
the
tuh kerja
Mikoshiba
sama si
case,
Ehara
they're
ya.
connected too.
A threat like that might have worked on a run-of-the-mill detective in over his head.
But how do you think you even got on their radar at all, Yagami-shi? Mikoshiba's case is so big they needed hired muscle to stop you?
If I'm that much of a thorn in their side, the police investigation is worse.
Yeah, that's true. Even if they stop you in your tracks, Kanagawa police would just pick up the trail right where you left off.
I have to figure, I'm not the one they were really there to threaten into staying silent. It was Sawa-sensei. 4 years ago when Toshiro Ihara killed himself,
4
apparently,
tahun lalu
she thought
ketika Toshiro
Mikoshiba was the
Ehara
one bullying him.
bunuh dirinya sendiri,
I set up that meeting with her so she could
si
tell
Sawa
me
ini
more about
pikirnya
what
si
really happened at the
Mikoshiba
time.
ngebully dia.
But as of now, someone's pretty bent on making sure she doesn't reveal that. That'd be my guess.
Well, if that's the case, I'm afraid their threats were actually pretty effective. Sawa-sensei's lips are sealed now.
Jadi si
There's
Sawa
not much we
ini
can really do about it.
diintimidasi
Don't
biar
worry.
nggak muka
I'm
mulut
not near done yet.
soal pembulian
Besides,
ini.
they've already made one big mistake.
Yeah?
They hired a gang thinking they could scare a detective off the scent. No way in hell they're expecting me to double down even harder on it.
You're totally right. That was a rather massive oversight on their part.
That night, the news broke on every channel and across the internet that the corpse found in Ichincho had been identified. Every student, teacher, and faculty member at Serio High School would know how Hiro Mikoshiba died. The details were heartbreaking, and a lot of lives were about to be turned upside down.
Oke. Jadi sekian ya. Jadi kan tadi tuh si Sawa ini tuh pengen bertemu sama si Yagami ini buat memberi kesaksian gitu. Ternyata tiba-tiba ada geng gitu yang mencoba menghalangi si Yagami ini. Terus ada perempuan juga yang mengintimidasi si Yoko Sawa ini yang ngasihin foto Hiro Mikoshiba yang masih hidup. Tapi udah ya kayak udah disiksa gitu lah ya, disekap. Yang artinya si Okasawa itu takut kalau dia mungkin akan dibunuh kalau misalkan eh masih terlibat sama kasus si Hiromi Kashiba ini. Dan ada spekulasi kalau mereka ini kaki tangannya si Ehara yang pengen balas dendam itu loh, yang emang udah balas dendam juga sih sama si Hiromi Kashiba soal anaknya yang mati bunuh diri karena ada dugaan atau emang mungkin memang dibully sama si Hiro Mikoshiba ini. Well, gimana kelanjutannya? Kita stay tune di part selanjutnya, oke? Let's go. Bye, thank you.